Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. So today I was going to talk to you about some little mini miners that I was going to be bringing up from Crazy Town, bringing them back into the house over the summertime. I didn't need that extra heat, but it's fall and it's getting a little chilly around here. I don't know about you, but in North Carolina, some of these nights got down to about 45 degrees, so it's getting chilly. Some of them are still warm, not too bad, but it's getting there. So I started thinking about bringing some of these up. Now I know profitability is not doing that great, but last year I brought some of these miners up and I put them in the room with me here, and I had one in the bedroom, and it put out enough heat where I was actually warm. It wasn't like it just took the chill off the room, but it actually warmed up enough. So I thought, you know what? Why not do it this year, but really roll it out in a way that I can hit all the rooms upstairs and not have to turn the heat on upstairs, except for when it drops down to like 20 degrees. I think I'm going to have to turn the heat on. So I started thinking about the different places I would have things running that would actually cost me electricity, yes, but I would be making crypto and I wouldn't have to run my heat in the house. So for starters, if I run one of my rigs in here, excuse me, I don't have to worry about it. It actually gets a little too warm in here, and I have to turn the fan on to get some of the air to blow out of this room because it actually gets a little too warm in here. And that's just running one of these rigs. So that's more than enough heat for this room. The other rooms in the house, I figured I would start putting out like the two SC boxes. I have the KD Box Pro and the CK Box 2. Now, I know the KD Box is not profitable, nor is the CK Box. And for that matter, I don't think the SC boxes are really even profitable right now anyway. So I got those pulled up. Let's take a look. And here they are on this side. So over here, I've got them, and this is the SC box. So it's losing 10 cents a day right now. So it's definitely not profitable at my 10-cent kilowatt hour. But I got to think about how much it's going to cost me to run my central heating upstairs. Now I was doing the math on it, and it comes from anywhere from about 100 and a quarter, about 100 and a quarter for the month to run the heat. Now that's if you run it all the time and you know your typical household. Now my wife likes a little chillier, and that's fine. But so let's even bring that down to even $100 a month to heat the upstairs of our house. And that being said, when we look at these things, if I was to bring the SC box, which I have two of those, like I said, obviously not profitable. The CK box 2, definitely not profitable at negative 41 cents. And the KD box, we know with Cadena and Bitmain, pretty much just sunk these things to the bottom of the ocean. And that's negative 40 cents a day. Now, maybe we'll see different numbers come, the bull run, but for now, definitely not profitable. So when I look at these, though, and I think about what they cost to run compared to my electricity, this is what they cost to run per month if I add up all of their numbers right here at approximately what it is. I'm sorry, this number here is 1656. And if I go through all three of them and I double up on the SC box, it comes to about $64 a month. Now, I am spending about $100, let's just say, a month in heating if I was just to run the heater. Now, these boxes, if I put one in the TV room, one in my son's room, I put maybe the CK Box 2 in the bedroom, my wife and I, and maybe even just both SC boxes in there or something like that, because it's a little bit of a bigger room. So maybe two boxes, a CK box and an SC box in there for the heat. But nonetheless, those are basically the rooms we use. Now, of course, the bathrooms will be a little chilly, but overall, the upstairs will get warmed. Like I said, I've tried these boxes before. I did too. I think I had both SC boxes in the bedroom, and it was just fine in the bedroom as far as the temperature not being too cold or not getting too warm. So we were right in that Goldilocks zone for my wife and I. So that worked out well. She wasn't thrilled about it, and I'd love to know in the comments down below if your significant other would be thrilled about it. But overall, it did save money. So I was thinking about that more and more, and I thought this year I'm really going to put them out in the rooms and see how they do. They're quiet, they're discreet, they can go in the corner. Some of these boxes have Wi-Fi on them, so you don't even need to connect to the internet. So one of these in our TV room, we have the internet in the corner of the room. I'll just hook this up over there, one of these boxes that doesn't have the Wi-Fi. I think both SC boxes don't have Wi-Fi. The CK box and the KD box, I believe, have the Wi-Fi. I think. I'll have to look at them, but I think there's 2 that do and 2 that don't. So I'll put ones that don't have Wi-Fi in rooms like that, that's right next to the internet. I've got internet in the bedroom, so I'll probably just take one of the boxes, the other one that doesn't have internet, and stick it there. And the other ones that don't have internet readily available, like my son's room, I'll just use the Wi-Fi version in there. So it works out pretty good. So I started looking at some of the numbers, and now theoretically, this would cost me 0 to run. So right now, a 10-cent kilowatt hour, technically it would be 0 cost, because we would be running the electricity anyway and the gas to heat the upstairs. So if I look at these numbers and I look at them to see what they would really be, the SC box actually is making about $10 a month. I have 2 of those. The CK box 2 would be making only $6 a month. Not that great, but you know what? Technically, it's running on 0 electricity. And then we get to the KD Box Pro, and it's making $2.77. But again, it's really free electricity, because if we were going to run the electricity anyway to heat the upstairs, why not run these? They'll heat the upstairs. It'll cost less. Remember, that was only going to cost me about $65. Now, again, when it gets down to be 20 degrees outside, I will have the heat kick on. Of course, there'll be, a certain threshold. So, be it so what it'll be. But for the most part, for the majority of the winter, there's only that month or 2 months where it really gets cold around here. But for the majority of the winter, I will be able to run these. These will be more than enough heat. Only on those frigid few nights that we have that I'd have to really kick the regular heat on. But even at that, even if it cost me another $50 a month in heating, that would still put me at $115, still under the $125 that it probably would have cost me anyway. So definitely worth it. I did a little math on the profitability, and I would make about $29, almost $30 a month in crypto. I get it. Not a lot of money. We're not having a big celebration here, but I'm making crypto. I'm heating the house. I'm basically getting a wash on these machines, and I think it's a win-win. As long as I can get these placed, strategically where they're sort of not out in the open and not an eyesore. I think my wife's going to go for it. My son, he's thrilled. He thinks it's, best thing since sliced bread. So he's excited, to see these things running. And same with me. I'd love to know in the comments down below if any of this makes sense, or if I'm completely wrong. Are you trying this? I remember seeing a video once. I'm going to say it was Mike Red Fox. A while ago, he had a system hooked up where he had his grow tents where his GPUs were, but he had the exhaust going outside. He had a little dampener on it where he could open it, and it could redirect the airflow for the exhaust to go into his air ducts, into his duct system, his HVAC, I guess, and blow throughout the house. And it put out a good amount of heat. I think he even said at one point it was a little too much heat. So it's interesting that, you can find ways to convert that heat into usable energy and, really make a difference. And I think that this will make a difference. These, like I said, these miners are small. They're quiet. They just have a little hum to them. I'm not against it at all. I'm going to give it a shot. Anyway, I appreciate y'all checking in. If you watch any of my other videos, I'll have one right up over there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that button's right over there. I always appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate that always. Thanks for checking in. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. I'll see y'all next time.